Forget about retirement, the Air Force loaded the Lancer B-1 with missiles and more. From nuclear bombers to missile carriers, supersonic bombers have been flexible enough to adapt to changing strategic environments, embracing new roles as needed. The B-1B may have lost its cluster munition capabilities, but it still has many other weapons at its disposal. The B-1B can now carry up to 24 2,000-pound joint-directed attack munition satellite-guided bombs at once, giving it the ability to strike up to 24 separate enemy targets with an accuracy of up to 45 feet with GPS guidance, or 100 feet relying on the bomber's internal navigation system. Like many combat aircraft since the end of the Cold War, the role of the B-1B bomber in American air power has changed to take on new missions. Unlike other aircraft, the B-1's mission changed even before the first aircraft took off. What started out as a high-speed high-altitude nuclear penetration bomber has evolved into today's multipurpose non-nuclear attack aircraft, a jack-of-all-trade with a large carrying capacity for bombs and air-to-ground missiles. Following the cancellation of the XB-70 Valkyrie supersonic bomber, the U.S. Air Force struggled with the best approach to penetrate Soviet missile defenses with a manned bomber. The advent of surface-to-air missiles made the USSR's airspace extremely lethal and difficult to solve, and air warfare strategists were unsure whether high-altitude attacks, high-speed, or low-altitude smuggling was the cause. The best approach. After no less than 4 bomber studies, the B-1A bomber first flew in January 1974. Altitude and high speed had prevailed. The B-1A was capable of reaching Mach 2.22 at 50,000 feet. Unfortunately for the B-1A, it flew straight into unfavorable political winds. Presidential candidate Jimmy Carter considered the bomber wasteful and refused to support him, and the bomber remained uncertain throughout his presidency. President Ronald Reagan, however, voted on the promise of rebuilding the American military, leveraging the new, sleek bomber optics to replace the older 1960s-era B-52 bomber. Program B-1 is back on track. The intervening years, which have introduced new Soviet weapons including the supersonic MiG-25 Foxbat interceptor and the S-300 surface-to-air missile system, known as the SA-10, Grumble, to NATO, make it clear that the speed of running into Soviet airspace is no longer possible. In order to stay relevant, the B-1A had to be redesigned to be a hidden low-altitude penetrator. The B-1A changed to the B-1B, which included, among other things, an 85% reduction in radar cross-section, an increase in defense avionics and a 1/3 increase in maximum takeoff weight, to 477,000 pounds. The bomber can travel 7,455 miles without refueling. As a consequence of abandoning high-speed missions and embracing stealth, the maximum speed drops to Mach 1.25. The B-1B's massive fuselage can hide large amounts of weaponry, up to 75,000 pounds of ordnance tucked inside 3 gun chambers. In its original role as a long-range strategic nuclear bomber, the B-1B can carry 8 B-61 bombs, B-83 bombs, or AGM-69A short-range strike missiles per weapon bay. The bomber can also carry 50,000 pounds of weapons externally, and the external hardpoint is designed to accommodate the AGM-86B air launch missile. External storage damaged the B-1B's carefully crafted radar cross-section, and was never put into use. The United States withdrew the B-1B from the nuclear mission in 1991, and in 1995 Russian observers were granted access to claim that all B-1Bs had been effectively denuclearized. Starting in 1997, the Conventional Munition Enhancement Program had turned the B-1B into a conventional weapon only. The conventional weapon module, fitted to each of the B-1B's 3 internal bomb chambers, can carry up to 28 Mk.82 or 8 Mk high-explosive 500-pound bombs. 84 2,000-pound bombs. The B-1B is also capable of carrying a wide variety of submunition-based weapons, such as the CBU-87 Combined Effects Munition, the Gator Mining System, or the CBU-97 Sensor-Fused Weapon, but these weapons have been withdrawn from U.S. inventories due to international concerns about unexploded cluster munitions in battlefield. The B-1B may have lost its cluster munition capabilities, but it still has many other weapons at its disposal. The B-1B can now carry up to 24 2,000-pound joint-directed attack munition satellite-guided bombs at once, giving it the ability to strike up to 24 separate enemy targets with an accuracy of up to 45 feet with GPS guidance, or 100 feet relying on the bomber's internal navigation system. The combination of speed, range, precision bombs and the B-1B's Sniper Advanced Targeting Pod make it an unusual but logical choice for venturing above friendly U.S. forces. In enemies, the B-1B can last hours on the battlefield, providing close air support to troops who are in contact or in situations where contact is imminent. The B-1B's newest and most attractive weapon is the AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, or JASSM, and the JASSM-er extended range. The JASSM is a 2,250-pound cruise missile with a 1,000-pound warhead and a range of 200 miles. The JASSM-er is rumored to have twice the range of the original version. The two missiles are suitable for 8 guns per bay, for a total of 24 cruise missiles per aircraft. Equipped with JASSM-er missiles and together with B-52 bombers, Virginia-class attack submarines and Ohio-class missile submarines, the B-1B's force can contribute to a single, extraordinary mass strike of precision-guided cruise missiles numbering in the hundreds. Even now, the Pentagon's third offset strategy could provide another role for the B-1B. One result of this strategy is the concept of the Arsenal plane, a flying missile carrier based on existing aircraft. While several competitors for the Arsenal aircraft have been proposed, including the B-52H bomber and the C-17 transport, the B-1B should also be considered. The B-1B, which is known to carry multiple missiles, can carry many more at external hardpoints.